Andy, thank you for exposing this for us. You know say all this one wey dey form, they no wan tell us wetin dey happen for Italy. We know wetin this lady, this prime minister of Italy dey do. We know that one. The way they keep black for that side, bury them without even letting their people know. They go say he died for water. Thank you, say you expose this woman today. This one they call Georgia Melon.
Italy belongs to Giorgia Melone. Giorgia Melone, you are the prime minister of Italy, and you can turn Italy to anyhow you want. But you see one thing that make me to bring you on my table today, Giorgia Melone, the prime minister of Italy. The problem is you are turning the black people's mind upside down, and you are playing with the black people's mentality. And I want to send this secret out today to sell out Italy, how they treat migrants to the world. And I want the video to share this video to reach to the so-called immigration's defense, to the so-called immigration organization, to the so-called human rights organization. I want my video to reach to them. Let them know what is going on in Italy. Let them know what Italy government is doing. I will say they know what Italian government is doing, but they are just ignoring it because they are white peoples. As far as a white government is maltreating black peoples, it's not a problem. But a white government cannot maltreat its own fellow white. That become the whole world problem. They put even the problem on black peoples. Today I'm going with Giorgia Melone, the Italian prime minister, because of the speeches he made about Africa, that he is ready to help Africa. He want to make projects in Africa. He want to make more projects in Africa. He want to help Africans. France is destroying Africa. I want to ask Giorgia Melone this question. Are you not destroying Africa? Giorgia Melone, are you not destroying Africa? Are you not destroying Africans in your country? This message is going to Giorgia Melone, so please help me let this message reach to Giorgia Melone, and let this message reach to the so-called human rights organization. Giorgia Melone says he want to open more projects in Africa, and Africans are so proud of Giorgia Melone when he made that speech. When she made that speech, Africans are sharing that video, proud of her, saying that France is maltreating Africa, France is colonizing Africa, France is stealing everything from Africa. She is the one who wants to help Africa. I want to ask Giorgia Melone, where do you want to help Africans? In Africa? When you are maltreating Africans in Italy? As an Italian prime minister, you go into power because you said you are going to maltreat black migrants that give you power today to become a prime minister. We know the secret. You were so racist when you were doing your political campaign, saying that you are going to deport every black man and you are not going to give documents to any black man, and Italians will be the first, then black people in Italy will be the last. This is a word from Giorgia Melone. Today you are saying you want to help Africans. Which Africans do you want to help? I want to tell you something, Giorgia Melone, Italian prime minister. You are maltreating migrants. Entire Italy is maltreating migrants. And I watched your speech, Giorgia Melone, when she came out, the Italian prime minister said, she need black peoples. She need black migrants. She need migrants in Italy. Italy need migrants. This is a word from Giorgia Melone. It's not my words. Look at a woman who is telling you, as a prime minister of Italy, telling you that he want to make project in Africa. France is stealing from Africa. He want to make sure that France doesn't steal from Africa. But he is finding her own ways to steal from Africa. She is finding her own ways to destroy Africans in her own country. He is only seeing what France is doing to Africa. Giorgia Melone is only seeing what Emmanuel Macron is doing to Africa. But Giorgia Melone is not seeing what herself is doing to Africans in Italy. And that I will reveal today for the whole world to know that we don't like how Italy treats migrants. No matter how France colonized Africa, no matter how France maltreat Africa, no matter how France steal from Africa, but France was still best place for migrants. Believe me, more than Italy. France was still a best place. I'm not supporting France of being in Africa. I against France being in Africa. I want France to go out from Africa. But I am just giving you the calculation or the evaluation between these two countries who are most better for migrants. France is more better when it came to migration, Africans migrating. France is more better. than Italy. What did Italy do to migrants? Italy, Giorgia Melone, the Prime Minister of Italy, migrants came in, you rejected them. Before you will become the Prime Minister, Giorgia Melone, there was Salvini, who rejected a boat before, that migrants will not come, and all of them sink in the sea. After then, Giorgia Melone, you came into power with Salvini, the former Prime Minister. You are now working with the former Prime Minister of Italy. The present Prime Minister, Giorgia Melone, is now working with the former Prime Minister, Salvini, trying to make sure that black people suffer. And that same Giorgia Melone is going around Africa. I want to help Africans. The same Giorgia Melone who is telling you that she want to help Africans, the same Giorgia Melone was making a meeting with Tunis to make sure that black people suffer. Whatever action that Tunis was taking on black people, to take black people to Sahara to die there. How many black people die in Sahara because of hunger, no food, between the border of Tunisia and Libya? It was caused by this Giorgia Melone, this same Giorgia Melone, who is ranting, lamenting, like she loves Africa, but she hates Africans themselves. So this is my message to Africans to understand that this woman down here, she don't love Africa, and she never want to see black people progressing. This woman is the Prime Minister of Italy, but she make laws that make it difficult for black people to find a way to survive in Italy. This woman, Giorgia Melone, is the Prime Minister of Italy. She made so many laws that will make black people to remain in hunger and in suffering. When black people were the peoples who work tomato for Italy, watch black peoples how they suffer. Making tomato. Watch black peoples how they suffer cutting mandarin for Italians. But those same black peoples who cut tomatoes for you, who cut mandarin for the Italian, those same black people still don't have access to the Italian document. The only Italian document that can be made in just 2 minutes, you have to spend 5 years in Italy before you will have that document. They said due to process. What kind of process? Migrants living in Italy doesn't live in a better house. They live in tent. Giorgia Melone, I want to bring that to your notice, since you are not emphasizing that in media. You are emphasizing in media that you want to help black peoples. But black peoples living in your own country, you couldn't help them. You were making them to suffer. They are living in tent. They are not living in a house, but living in a tent, where those black people, when they are in their own country, they will never live in that kind of tent. They will never live in this kind of houses. But that same Giorgia Melone is shouting, lamenting. Look how black people live their life in Italy. But the same Italian Prime Minister who put black people in this condition, the same Prime Minister is telling you that they want to make project in Africa. Whatever is happening was happening in Niger. This Giorgia Melone is included. This Italian Prime Minister. I will show you the picture. This is the picture with him and Bazoum, the former president, the puppet president of the West, the slave of the West. This is the picture of the Italian Prime Minister and Bazoum. This Italian Prime Minister is included in Bazoum by brainwashing Bazoum to maltreat his own peoples and give every natural resources of Niger to the West. That same Italian Prime Minister today, you are proud of him. You are proud of her. Everybody think like because of that short video she made in making a good speech about Africa. Every wicked Western and Prime Minister can make a good speech about Africa because they know what they are doing to Africa. You think they don't know? All the European Prime Ministers know what they are doing to Africa and what they are doing to Africans. So if they want black people to love them, they try to make themselves like they are fighting the freedom or the liberation or trying to stop the sufferation on black people. They speak in that way, but their actions are more worse. What they do in secret and what they bring it out for you in public is quite far different. That is this what Giorgia Melone is doing.